rewind, how did a shepherd boy get into this mix? Flashback time, fam. You gotta see the build-up.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy David here again, coming to you live from the battlefield of Elah, where we just won the battle.
Imagine this. Was out tending sheep, minding my own business, when bam, my life turns into the ultimate underdog story. You know, the kind where a kid like me takes on a giant? Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about me versus Goliath. Stick around because this vlog is gonna blow your mind. We're diving deep into my journey from shepherd boy to battlefield hero. Hit that like button if you're ready for epic twists and subscribe for more ancient adventures. Let's roll. Okay, pause. Did I just say giant, like 9 feet tall, armor heavier than my whole flock? You gotta hear how I even got dragged into this mess. Don't go anywhere. So picture this. I'm the youngest in my family, right? 8 brothers total, but my 3 oldest, Eliab, Inadab, and Shammah, are off fighting with King Saul against these Philistines. Dad sends me to deliver lunch to my brothers in the battlefront. I'm thinking, cool, road trip. I say bye to the sheep, left him with the keeper, no worries, and head out at dawn. The sun's rising over the hills, birds chirping, and I'm humming psalms I wrote myself. Yeah, I compose music on the side. Maybe I'll drop a track later in this vlog. As I track down, I'm pumped. Haven't seen my brothers in weeks. The Valley of Elah was a 3-hour walk. I thought about what my father had said. The armies had been camped there for weeks, both sides just waiting. In my mind, I couldn't understand it. Israel had the living God on their side. What were we waiting for? Hold up, what if I told you the whole army was shaking in their sandals because of one dude?
The soldiers out here look tense.
Spoiler, I wasn't scared. Keep watching to see why. I arrive at the camp and it's chaos. Tents everywhere, soldiers sharpening swords, but the vibe? Total fear. I drop off the supplies with the keeper, hug my brothers. They're all like, David, what are you doing here? Go home, kid.
Hold on, do you hear that?
This booming voice echoing across the valley. I defy the armies of Israel. Send forth a champion to fight me. It's Goliath, the Philistine champ from Gath. He's huge, and they say no one dares face him. Guy's a monster, over 9 feet, bronze helmet, coat of armor weighing like 125 pounds, spear tip alone is 15 pounds of iron. He's been trash talking for 40 days straight, morning and evening. The deal, winner takes all, loser's side becomes slaves. 40 days. When the soldiers said that number, it hit me like a stone. 40 isn't just a random number in Israel's history. It's significant. It's a period of testing, of trial, of waiting for God's deliverance. Moses was on Mount Sinai for 40 days receiving the law. The spies explored the Promised Land for 40 days. Our people wandered in the wilderness for 40 years because of unbelief. 40 is the number of probation, of testing, whether you'll trust God or trust in your own strength. And here we were, being tested again. For 40 days, this giant had stood in the valley, mocking the God of Israel. For 40 days, not one man had the faith to answer. Every morning and every evening, 80 times total, Goliath had defied the living God, and 80 times we had remained silent. The number 40 meant this was a divine test, and we were failing it. But maybe, just maybe, I was brought here on day 40 for a reason. I'm like,
who is this Philistine that defies the armies of the living God?
What'll be done for the one who defeats him?
Hear ye! The king has spoken! Whoever defeats the Philistine champion
shall receive great riches, the king's daughter, and freedom for his father's house.
The king promises great riches, even his daughter's hand.
not gonna lie, that sounds sweet, but it's the blasphemy that's got me fired up. You think my bros were mad? Wait till the king hears about the shepherd boy volunteering. This is where it gets real. Stay tuned.
Taking me to meet King Saul.
He's in his tent looking stressed. Tall man, but weary from all this. I bow and say, let no one lose heart because of this Philistine. Your servant will go fight him. Saul's eyes go wide. You're just a boy. Goliath's been a warrior since he was your age. I'm 17, maybe, but I tell him straight. Your servants killed lions and bears protecting sheep. This giant's no different. He's defying God. So the Lord who delivered me from those beasts will deliver me from him. King Saul takes a pause and studies me, and finally declares, go, and may the Lord be with you. But King Saul tries to gear me up. The servants put on a bronze helmet on me, and it immediately falls over my eyes. Yeah, I can't see anything. I take the helmet off, laughing slightly. The servants put on the coat of armor. Okay, this is so heavy, I can barely lift my arms. I try to walk and nearly stumble.
He asked me to wear this. I can't go with these, I'm not used to them. The Lord who rescued me from the lion and the bear will rescue me again.
I need ammunition, but not just any rocks. I kneel by the water and pick through stones. See, with a sling, the stone matters. You need it smooth, rounded by water over time. Too big and it's too heavy to get the velocity I need. Too small and it won't have enough impact when it hits.
Sometimes, the smallest tool is the best tool. All you need is to trust in the Lord our God.
Armor off, stones in pouch. Now the real showdown begins. Imagine facing a tank with a pebble gun. You won't believe my pep talk to myself.
The same hands that fought lions will face a giant today.
Not by sword, not by spear, but by his name. The battle belongs to the Lord.
Keep rolling. As I walked down into the valley of Elah, I could hear thousands of voices from both sides. Some shouting encouragement, some making bets, some praying, some laughing. But I blocked it all out. My head was straight. This wasn't about proving myself or the reward. This was about proving and showing the greatness of the living God. I head to the battle line, Philistines on one hill, us on the other, valley in between. Goliath spots me and laughs his head off. He roars, cursing me by his gods.
Am I a dog that you come to me with sticks?
Come here, boy. I'll give your flesh to the birds and beasts. But I'm steady. I've got faith, not fear. I yell back,
You come to me with a sword and with a spear, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied.
boom, mic drop moment. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand, and I'll strike you down and cut off your head. Then the whole world will know there is a God in Israel. Goliath charges. What happens next is legendary. Don't blink. Sprint up, grab his own massive sword.
Praise the Lord! The giant has fallen! The Lord has given us victory!
The Philistines bolt, screaming in fear and panic. Our people chase them all the way to Gath and Ekron, slaughtering them along the road.
The giant is gone! Look at them! Faith wins! Every battle, his victory. The Lord has delivered!
If this story spoke to you, know that every sling starts small, but faith aims big.
Became best buds with Jonathan, Saul's son. He gave me his own robe, his armor, his bow and bells. The king declared I would no longer return to shepherding. I was now part of his household, a commander in his army. As the sun set on the valley of Elah, I realized that everything had changed. The 40-day test was over, and God had been faithful, and he had chosen the least likely person to prove it.
They kept asking if I was scared. Here's the truth. Before I made the decision, there was a moment of, can I actually do this? But the second I committed, the second I said, I'll go, peace just flooded me. That's how you know you're in God's will. Even when what you're doing looks absolutely crazy to everyone else, if God called you to it, he'll give you supernatural peace right in the middle of it. The stone didn't defeat Goliath, God did. I was just willing to throw it. I know the story is misread. People are going to say different things. Some will say I was brave, some will say I was lucky, some will say I was reckless, but I'll call it trusting in God. Because here's what you need to understand. Everyone has giants.
Maybe you're not facing a 9-foot warrior in armor, but you've got something that's been standing in your valley for days, weeks, months, maybe years. Something that mocks you every morning and every evening.
Fear, doubt, addiction, failure, rejection, impossible circumstances, people telling you you're not qualified, not ready, not enough. But here's the truth. The size of your giant doesn't matter. What matters is the size of your God. For 40 days, that giant stood there mocking God's people. 80 separate times he challenged us. And for 40 days, we let him. We let fear win. We let doubt win. But it only took one person willing to trust God to change everything. So here's my challenge. What's your Goliath? What's been standing there mocking you, defying what God's called you to be? Stop letting it stand there. Stop waiting for someone else to be brave. Stop waiting for better circumstances. Stop waiting until you feel qualified. Pick up your stone, take your aim, run toward your giant, and trust God with the outcome. Don't wait another day. Don't let it be 41 days. End the test. Take the step. Trust Him. Mind blown? I know mine was. If you liked this, smash like, share with your squad, and sub for more biblical bangers. What's your biggest Goliath right now? Drop in comments. Peace out from Asian Israel.
David signing off. God bless.